What is going on, guys? Charles here, also known as Sports with Charles. Today, welcome to a new vlog here on the channel. As today we had to Coastal Carolina for the introductory press conference of Ryan Beard. So we're going to hear what he has to say, and it's going to be a fun one. So let's head to Conway and head to Coastal Carolina to listen to what new head coach for Coastal Carolina football has to say. Alright guys, so I just got back from Coastal, and new coach, like I said, is amazing coach. Cannot wait to see what stuff he brings to the football program to hopefully bring it back to a championship caliber team. That this team is competing for conference championships, competing to be in the playoffs. But yeah, how this video is working is gonna work. Now I'm recording this after I got back. And you're gonna see three people talk on the video first. The president, the university president, Chance Miller, and then the football coach. So guys, without further ado, enjoy the rest of this video, and as always, Sean's up.
Coastal Carolina just hired former Missouri State head coach Ryan Beard. Beard to Coastal is not the splashy headline move, it is the football move.
CCU's athletics director, that's Chance Miller, said we landed one of the nation's best young coaches.
What a moment. What a moment. Happy to be home, ready to get to work, excited for the future. Doesn't get much better than this.
How about we give it up for the Coastal Carolina band? Welcome everybody to the HTC Center here on the campus of Coastal Carolina University. It is a very, very special day. We appreciate everyone taking the time to come here. Or if you're watching on ESPN+, YouTube, Facebook, X, whatever, radio, we appreciate you guys. My name is Mike Hube. I'm the Associate Athletics Director for Communications and Media here at Coastal. And in just a little bit, we'll be able to meet Coach Ryan Beard. But I just want to give you kind of the housekeeping stuff. We're going to have President Jamie Weinreich. He's going to speak briefly. We're also going to hear from Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics and University of Recreation, Chance Miller, speak. And of course, the man of the hour, Ryan Beard, will speak as well. For the media, following today's ceremony, we will be in the media workroom. You'll have an opportunity to ask questions to not only Coach Beard, but Chance as well. And then we will continue to keep this party rolling. So without further ado, the President of Coastal Carolina University, Jamie Weinreich.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everyone, for being here. This is an exciting day. We're super enthusiastic about Coach Beard being here. Let me introduce two folks on the platform who are not going to be speaking today. First of all, we have the best chair of the board of any university in this country, Natasha Hanna. Natasha, our chair of the board. Natasha leads Teal and has just given hours and hours of her time to help this university thrive. Secondly, we have Andy Hume here. Andy's the Senior Deputy Athletic Director and Chief of Staff for Athletics. Andy, thank you for being here. We appreciate all that you do. So I am super excited to welcome Coach Beard and his family to Teal Nation. I'm a relatively new president. When I became president 5 months ago, there were 4 important things on my agenda. First was excellence in student success. Second was excellence in our academic programs. Third was excellence in the research that we do. And fourth was excellence in arts and athletics. And the reason arts and athletics is super important is because it is the front porch of our university to the community. It's where the community comes through our doors, through our arts programming and through our athletics programs to learn about us and learn who we are. And Coastal Carolina University has a long history of athletics being an important part of who we are in our culture. And that's why I'm super happy that we found Coach Beard and Coach Beard found us. Coach Beard not only exemplifies the leadership qualities we want in all our coaches, such as an impeccable knowledge of the game, a high level of integrity, a high level of vision, and a high level of character, but he also focuses on excellence for himself and his players on and off the field. And I think we did really well here. And in fact, Coach, I think you were a defensive back, correct? All right, Coach was a defensive back, I was a defensive back, and as all defensive backs know, we're smart enough to be able to read the quarterback, fast enough to cover the wide receivers, and humble enough that we let the linemen think that they're the real athletes on the team. So I know we got it all in this package. So welcome again, Coach. Welcome to Teal Nation and to your family. Welcome. We welcome your family to our family, and we appreciate you being here. And now I would like to invite to the podium our Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics and University Recreation, Chance Miller. Chance?
Thank you, Jeremy. Well, happy Till Tuesday, everybody. So I don't know if you can tell, but the smile on my face shows that I am so excited that we have the right coach for this program moving forward. I want to start off by thanking a couple of people real quick. I would love to thank President Weinbrake for really believing in me to be able to make this change, be able to bring this program in a new direction. I also want to thank our board chair, Natasha Hanna, and our board members who are present today for really allowing us to be able to take athletics to new heights here. And the resources that they have provided us and our staff make us one of the premier college athletic programs in the country. So thank you so much. I also want to thank Glenn Sugiyama. Where is Glenn? Glenn, raise your hand. Glenn with DHR Global. Glenn helped us lead this search and bring Coach Beard to us. So thank you so much for your help in that. I also want to thank Andy Humes. Andy is my right-hand guy, my ride or die, and I put him all over the country to be able to find the right coach. And Andy had to deal with me on some rough days. I think he told my wife one day I was a grade A psycho, so we had to overcome that. But Andy and my staff on the athletics department has done a wonderful job. I want to thank our athletics department staff for this setup, for the rollout that we had yesterday with Coach Beard and his family, and the rollout that you're going to continue to see. Really appreciate all the hard work that you guys put in every day, so thank you. And I want to thank my wife and kids, Andy's wife and kids. I think they're in the back. Andy's little one might be screaming at this point. But want to thank you guys for allowing us to go into a bunker the last 2 weeks. I know you guys didn't see us, and we missed a couple of key Christmas school plays, so really thank you guys. I know you guys are going to be proud of the coach we brought in, so thank you. I do want to reflect real quickly, on the time that I've been here. So 16 months ago, I stood on this same podium to accept this job, and we talked about the things that we were going to do together as Till Nation. And there were things that we were going to focus on. One of them, and the most important one, was going to be the student-athlete development and well-being. We were going to develop young men and women both on the field and off the field. And I'm proud to say we have continued to do that. We have added a student-athlete development department named after Elise Sevilla, which I am proud that has full-time representatives that are really focusing on developing the student-athlete as a whole. We also, I want to announce, just finished in first place in all Division I institutions for the fall semester for the most community service hours out of any institution in the country. And last but not least, we now have over 22 straight semesters with a cumulative 3.0 or higher for our student athletes in GPA. So we were going to invest in the student athlete development and experience. We were going to invest in the fan experience. I promised you guys that. And And I think we have done that. From free concessions to crazy halftime events to glow-in-the-dark jerseys. We have had 7 of the top 10 attendances ever in the last 2 seasons at Brooks Stadium. We've had the top 5 baseball attendances ever. And we've had this place rocking. And I'm excited it's just going to continue to go up from here. And we also talked about revenue generation. We were going to generate revenue. With Kelly and her staff, we have now fundraised at some of our highest levels ever. And with Coach Beard, and I know his fundraising experience, and he might tell you the story later, we're going to fundraise at even higher levels. We've had amazing ticket sales. We've set ticket sales records, and we're bringing in outside events that bring people into this community, onto this great, beautiful campus, and we're pouring back into our student athletes. And then the last, we were going to win championships. Okay, you will not find anybody that wants to win more than I do. And we started that in the spring. We won 4 Sun Belt championships in the spring and went to the College World Series final. But the one thing that I think has been eluding us is that championship success in football and to be able to win Sun Belt championships and get to the college football playoff. I know there is a route there. We can see it in our rival. It makes me mad that our rival's sitting in the playoff and not us. But I can promise you this, today that changes. Okay, we now have a championship caliber coach that knows how to build the culture and knows winning success. And I'm excited for you guys to be able to meet him. I just want you to know that the momentum we had with this coaching search shows, and it really proves to me why my family and I moved here almost a year and a half ago. We looked at Coastal and said, this is a place that can win at a high level. We have a president and a board that all sees the value of athletics at the university and helping to grow this university. We have a staff that wants to work hand in hand with university members to grow it completely as a whole. And we saw a path that we could win and win at a very high level and get to the playoffs in football. And that was evident with the amount of people that wanted this job. I can tell you, I've done a couple of these coaching searches. I've never had more people reach out about this head football coaching job than this job today. And there was one that kept rising to the top, and that was Coach Beard. Andy and I did a lot of interviews. We did a national search with Glenn. We did Zooms, we did in-persons, we had phone conversations, and these were the things we were looking for. We were looking for a young, energetic person that was going to come in and just relentlessly grind every day for that excellence. We were looking for somebody that had a chip on their shoulder that was going to come in and be able to punch above their weight class over and over again. And we were looking for somebody that would lock arms hand in hand with us to be able to go out, grow the community, grow our fan base, grow this university, and grow our donations. And every time we kept coming back to it, Coach Beard checked all those boxes. And so Andy and I were walking through the Charlotte airport trying to get home finally and conclude this search. And we said, you know what, let's call him. This is our guy. So I called Coach Beard in Charlotte airport. We were talking through some logistical things, talking about how we were going to try to build this together. And I said, are you ready? And he said, man, I'm ready. I've been wanting this for a while. And I don't know if you guys believe in signs. I do. And I sent this to Coach Beard. When I'm on the phone with him, telling him we're hiring him as our 5th head coach for football here at Coastal Carolina, Andy nudged me, and I looked up, and at the Myrtle Beach gate, right next to us, was the gate for Springfield, Missouri, where he was coming from. So I sent that to him. I said, I don't know if you believe in signs, but I think this is just the icing on the cake. And he said, yeah, I do believe in signs, and that's awesome. Now, we do have to work on our communication, because not only was I sending that to you as a sign, I meant you needed to get on the airplane right then and come on. Okay, so, but we'll work on that. Guys, I'm so excited to have him here. You guys are going to love he and his family. We got to spend all day with them yesterday, coming back in the plane, and they got to be with my family and Andy's family. And Lauren and I talked about it afterwards. We said it best. You know, it felt right. You know it when you have people around that are locked arms and they're going to go in the same direction. And I think that's what we've got here. So, I want to have all of Teal Nation, whether you're here in person or you're watching streaming, I want to welcome Coach Ryan Beard, Katie, his wife, and his 4 beautiful children, Bo, Lainey, Jacob, and Kaylee, to Teal Nation Everybody, Coach Beard.
Thank you for that. Chance, little did you know, I didn't need a plane, I would have walked to take this job. So, Chance talked about signs and things of that nature. I've said it before in an interview, but I believe in godly whispers. And throughout my entire life, God continues to bring the right people together at the right time. And the reason I'm so strongly believing in this is we were at dinner last night. All of our families were running around crazy. And all of the fine meal comes out, and you hear a little voice from the end of the table come, and it's hey, we need to bless the food. And Chance looks at me, and I'm like, it's not mine. And it was Kason Miller, his 9-year-old son. And he starts blessing the meal. He starts talking about Teal Nation. He starts talking about Missouri State, the Beard family, the Millers. Just the most beautiful prayer maybe I've ever heard from a 9-year-old. And right then I knew God's timing was perfect, and this is right where we're supposed to be. So I appreciate that, young man. Now, a few thank yous. Obviously, President Weinberg, thank you, sir. Really appreciate you. Chance, I mean, you guys are top notch. Andy, the whole search was detailed, organized. You guys and Glenn were lockstep. Phenomenal job, Glenn. Really appreciate you there, and I appreciate your vision. You know, the one thing that I hope that people get to engage with Chance and Andy and just understand exactly how deeply they care about the success here, how hard they're willing to work each and every day to put a successful product, not just in football, but in every sport, a culture of excellence. And that's why I think my family fits in here just right. I would be remiss not to talk about Missouri State. Thank you to their administration. You know, they believed in me and my family, took a chance on a first-year head coach. That's not lost on me. The power that a head coach has to bring new life to a university was demonstrated for the last 6 years at Missouri State University. I'm forever thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for their staff and players. As a head coach, you get to sit up here and you get to do some really cool things, talk to great people, make lifelong relationships, and people think it's you. Everything we do as a head coach, and even a coach in general, is the people that we surround ourselves with. It's the great staff, it's their belief, it's their vision, and it's the right players at the right time. It's players that understand what you want culturally, players that understand what you're trying to do, and are willing to go gut it out day in and day out and prove that they're going to make you right. So I want to make sure I thank them as well. Obviously on the front row, I have a large family that I love deeply. Thank you for coming, flying out here from Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's a long way away, but it means the world to me. And in our interview process and the other interviews we did around the country during this cycle, people asked, they'd say, who are you? You know, tell us a little bit about yourself. And I think most coaches probably start in college or they start in their coaching career. For me, my development started at home. It started with two hardworking parents, a family that understands and believes in hard work and toughness and a boxer's mentality of no matter what comes your way, you're going to continue to throw punches and bounce off the ropes and continue to fight forward. So I really appreciate your mom, dad, grandmother. My 94-year-old grandmother is in the front row sitting here. There's not a bigger football fan that I've ever met. So Teal Nation, I understand you've got one of the best fans going. And to my immediate family, Katie, I know this last week or multiple weeks has been really crazy. She is the rock of our family. I have 4 beautiful kids right up front. Thank you guys for your grace and patience. But it really comes down to having a life partner that believes in you more than you believe in yourself most of the time, that knows what you're capable of and continues to pour in to you when you have nothing left to give. So Katie, I love you deeply, and I really appreciate you as well. So thank you. Now, to Teal Nation, okay? I don't think I've been more grateful or more humbled to be a head coach than I am right now. Meeting each and every one of you and getting to know you and knowing how deeply you care about this place and how much you care about a successful football team and just having good men in the society. I think it measures up well with us, and most of you don't know me super well. There's a motto I've carried with me throughout my coaching journey, and it's a simple one. It says, out hit, out hustle. And it's simply said, it's the relentless pursuit of excellence in everything that you do. And as a football coach, everyone thinks it's on the field on Saturday. No, out hit, out hustle means it's a relentless pursuit of classroom excellence. It's a relentless pursuit of being the best son, uncle, husband, father that you can possibly be, a mentor to young people in the community. Those types of things are what out hit, out hustle really embodies. Now, don't get me wrong. On Saturday, you will understand and the opponent will feel exactly what that motto really stands for when it's time to kick the ball off, which is important as well. We all know we're here to win games, and that will allow us to do so. Excellence to me is not a sometimes thing. Excellence to me is grown from a young age. It's grown from the time every single day that your feet hit the floor to the time at night you say your prayers and go to sleep at night. It's what you consistently do. It's not a flash in the pan. Excellence is who you are to your core. We are going to have excellence in each and everything we do in our football program. We are going to work tirelessly to make sure that the standard and the quality of individual we bring into this program and the quality of the product you see on Saturdays is that you would be proud of at Teal Nation. I can promise you that. The one thing, we talk about 3 C's. We talk about community, right? We talk about classroom and competition. Those are things that are all super, super important to who we are. And again, it's ingrained in the personalities of our players. The staff that we bring in will be about the same things because vertical alignment is absolutely critical. You have to be vertically aligned and you have to believe in each other in order to move forward as a group, and that's very, very important. The last few things I'm going to talk about, and these are really, really important to me, is toughness and hard work. This is going to be hard. All right, the players that are coming here and the players, I hope there's some players in the stands. I talked to some guys last night that said they might be able to make it. This is going to be hard work. Our biggest thing that we can do is be the toughest football team in the country. And people talk about toughness, they just talk about can you lift a lot of weights. It's mental fortitude. It's mental toughness in the fourth quarter to go win a big game late in the game, and you've got to do something that you've been working on all week in practice. Has our staff put them in a position to stress them, to put pressure on them, to make sure that they are prepared to go and do the things necessary to win the football game. That is what that looks like, all right? And again, what you're going to get from us is people in relationships. All right, everyone has a basketball gym. Everyone has a 20-pound dumbbell. It's the same here as it is at any other school. Our point of difference is and always will be the people in the program. We are going to develop great young men on and off the field. We are going to emphasize excellence and continue to push forward to the championship level that I know we're looking forward to right here at Coastal Carolina. Again, I'm super proud to be your head football coach. I'm excited to get to work. Now that this is all over, a chance we can get back and go at it. Because again, our standard is championships and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Go Shawns.